The transition from football to basketball was a quick one for Dominic Cizauskas. Dom and a bunch of his Mukwonago Hoops teammates played their final football game on Friday, November 15th in the state semifinals. 3 days later, all those guys were on the court for basketball practice.
Football conditioning is a little bit different, but the basketball up and down it takes a lot out of you. I mean, the first game there was a couple times where I'm huffing and puffing and coaches pulling me out, and I don't know, it's a lot different for these guys, but I mean, it's an easy transition overall.
Cizauskas passed on the chance to play in a basketball scrimmage the day after the football season ended, but a weekend off was justified. Cizauskas, who will play linebacker for Wisconsin next year, was a workhorse for the Indians. He earned Defensive Player of the Year honors from the Wisconsin Football Coaches Association. On offense, the 6'1", 250-pounder used his combination of power and speed to average 9 yards per carry. Much of Dominic's success can be attributed to his dedication to working out. Football coach Clay Iverson says some people call Dom a freak that way. Sometimes being a freak is a good thing.
He has the highest bench, highest squat in the weight room. I mean, you can just see him, and he's just huge. He's in there more than anyone in any sport.
Since I was a little kid, my parents was always going to the gym and working out, and so, I don't know, I've just always been with my parents at the gym, and I know that if I take a break, another guy out there will work harder than me, so, I mean, I really can't take any days off, and I just continue to gotta push and push and push.
Mukwonago held a practice here at the Al McGuire Center on the Marquette campus this week in order to get used to a 94-foot court. Of course, Dominic has played on a college court before, and he's looking forward to playing on a college field in the future.
While the Indians fell one win short of reaching Camp Randall this fall, Mukwonago made it to the Kohl Center last March, falling to Germantown in the state championship game. Dom's expectations are high again this season.
It should be everyone's goal on our team to get to the state championship. I mean, last year, Germantown, they're a great team. They got a lot of great players on there, and they're going to be another good team this year. But hopefully we can make it back to the state championship and hopefully this year win it.
As for Dominic's role on the basketball team, well, just like in football, he does just about everything.
We ask a lot out of Dominic. He rebounds for us, he scores for us.
He's got a nice stroke when he shoots, even though he doesn't really shoot that much. He's more in the paint because that's where we need him. So he out-muscles people for rebounds. He's fast, he can dribble, he can do it all.
While Dominic may be a freak in the weight room and an intense competitor on the field and court, he's got a lighter side too, which you can see from the good time he has at practice.
He likes to have fun just as much or more than anybody else. He keeps things loose when they're supposed to be loose, and he certainly knows how to dial it up too. We're pretty fortunate to have him.
Just 7 days after their football season ended, Dominic and teammate Aaron Nixon scored 16 points each to lead Mukwonago to a season-opening victory.
Now here's Dominic accepting his student-athlete plaque courtesy of Boston Store.
Yeah.